Well, how's it going, ladies and gentlemen? I'm gonna make a video called 10 useful tips in Black Desert Online, or 10 things you did not know about BDO. Basically 10 things that should help you, or at least if you're... Hey, what up? I tried to include all the players in this video because, well, even sometimes I find out some silly things. For instance, I recently found out, like a couple of months ago, I've been playing this game for years, you can swap your gear on your horse instead of like removing individually every single one and then putting your, I don't know, earth gear or something like this. You could just go to your inventory and you just click it next to the horse. And it swaps automatically without you needing to take it out and then take it back on. You know that? I didn't know that. Anyways, usually in Medaya region, you get these green boxes, right? So let's say you get these Grunel defense ones, faint ones, or Kylus ones. So let's say Grunel is the one that like you still listed and you actually get money. So normally what you would do is you open it, all of them, and then you go to processing, you go to heating, and then you heat the weapon. And you get Traces of Violence, which is terrific, and as well as Melted Iron Shards, which is also great. But this takes, what, time? Like opening this, melting this, then you have one of those great mechanics in this game, even if you have pay-to-win clothes, such as processing clothes on your Zerker or whoever. You still sometimes get the classic. There it is. Processing is not going as planned. It's just such a great way to waste your time. So to save your time, you don't open your green boxes. What you do is you go up to a blacksmith and you click exchange, and he does it for you instantly. Ta-da! That hopefully should help you because most of you don't know about that. Oh, I also wanted to mention, which is a great way to make money, because some of you actually said that you just get rid of your artifacts. So what you do with extra artifacts that you're not using. So let's say you got yourself an all evasion and when you're not an evasion class, or maybe you have 3 and you just want to keep 2. So with the extra artifacts, or you get extra AP against monsters from your dark rifts. What do you do with the extra ones? Well, some of you actually got rid of them, aka deleted them. So please don't do that. What you do is you go processing window, you go simple alchemy, and you do this. You shake. If you're lucky, you get 2, and if you're unlucky, you get 1 of purified lightstones, which currently is 11 to 12 mil, around something like that. So the value of 1 artifact is technically 15 million silver, because it's 1.5 chance. Do some math and boom, boom, ba bam. Instead of deleting that, you just made millions. So please stop deleting that. So I guess number 4, I don't know on what tip I am. So let's say if you're doing farming, which is the best use of your CP, at least park an alt and reach artisan and then get magicals once, I would recommend pumpkin, wheat, or mushrooms. Depends on what seed do you want, but I'm not gonna get into details here. But regarding farming tips, which is when you farm, obviously you breed the magical ones. And then when you do plant it, instead of going with your mouse to 1 and then putting it down, you just click on your keyboard 1 and it instantly appears in your mouse. And you click 1 again, boom, appears again. There you go. I can give an example with the milk one. So let's say you don't want to plant the pumpkins, so you just click 4 and you get yourself a hay. Boom. Now we planted cows. Also, another tip, I guess, I'll put it in the same bracket. When you do fertilize, don't fertilize in the middle of your fence. Just put it in, like, stand in between, so you can get like AoE from all of them, all the sides. So that way you save some fertilizer. So another tip for this one is more like for the newer adventurers. There's a Magnus Quest line, which lets you just TP all around from entering a bell, and it's gonna be in your Black Spirit quest line, and you can teleport all around for using a little bit of silver. And once you complete at the end of the quest line, which is a pretty long one, but the reason why it's long is rip, it doesn't say. Let me find it. So by finishing the Magnus, you also will get the new skill for your class. For Zerker, it's a pretty useless one. Also, you unlock global storage, which is fantastic for newers and older players. And this is the chest that you're gonna receive, which is a free PEN boss armor. which is insane, just because it's literally just like 12 bill after finishing a quest line. So definitely do it. Even old adventures, what I did with mine is I got myself a griffin or a Gaiath, and I got myself, I think, 7,000 or 8,000 Caphras, and then made a Labresca helmet and sold. Let's say you get it from the seasonal pen, and technically you can't sell the seasonal boss gear because it doesn't have a price, but once you exchange it to Labresca or Fallen Gut, it turns into a sellable item. Can you sell it? Yes. Should you sell it? No, because the amount of Caphras is literally the amount of price that you're going to be paying for the min listed. Like, I think it's going to be 34 bill just in Caphras if you're going to get the helmet plus the flame cost, and not including the boss, like how much a helmet would cost you. So should you? No. Unless you get carried with a try or something. I guess let's start out with, you can get a guaranteed pen accessory, which is a pen narc or a pen crescent or a pen tongue rat. My recommendations would be pen crescent for a new adventurers, and or pen narc, but it's very dependent on where you're gonna grind and what's your gear, and that's a lot of questions. But I'm just letting you know that there is a chance, or there is 100% chance of there is, I guess, no, there is no chance. There's 100% you're gonna get the pen accessory. You just gotta keep on doing the quests. The reason why I'm mentioning, because people ask, is you can exchange the pen accessory 2 times for free, and then it's gonna cost you 2 billion silver to change back and forth. So if, let's say, if you have now a tongue grad, it's fine. I think you could exchange it from tet to pen. So if you have a duo, like a pride duo try, you can't exchange it now, but once it's like tet or pen, don't worry about it. Once you turn it, you can turn it into a crescent or a narc at your will for 2 times, and then it's going to cost you 2 bill. And if you have it upgraded, let's say, I guess a little tip again, you can upgrade your accessories by going to upgrade and having one of these installed into your accessory. So this would be 125 HP into your rings. This would be 3 critical hit damage to your rings. Recommendation: yellows for PvE. For PvP, you use blues. That's the general tip. As well as for earrings, you only have one choice, which is just 3 extra AP. And for necklace, you also have only one choice, which is the Cup of Arid Moonlight, and everybody should get this just because it's min listed and forever will be min listed, just because the materials needed for this to craft, it's insanely easy to get, and everybody has hundreds of them. And yeah, especially just nice thing addition, especially for classes that don't have nice HP, like a Zerker or a Shy or something. It's another 150 HP for 250 mil into one of your necklaces. Definitely would recommend, even if you're wearing a capocha. So a lot of you asked me about the free earring that I got, which is Bronta's Bolt, which is 12 AP and 28 accuracy, which you received after you finish the Winter Region quest line. It's basically the same thing as a Dawn earring. I think it has less than 6 accuracy than this. Yeah, so there is no stamina and the accuracy. I guess it's pretty big difference, but the fact that it's free after a quest line you actually receive this, it's pretty nice. So another thing that I wanted to mention, which is the amount of free tier 9 materials that we get every single day, or from the events, or from the login rewards, or I don't know, maybe you're farming and actually exchanging for the stone tail and you're not selling, or you actually you want to awaken your tier 9, which as a professional tier 9 awakener, multiple, I don't know how many horses I awaken, 10 plus a tier 10. I've done it a lot. From my experience and my recommendation, you should always buy your tier 9. Always. Do not awaken. The only benefits of awakening your horse is self-benefit, aka you just want to achieve it, and you might get lucky with the stats, and you might get lucky and tap it under 30 attempts, or 25 to 30 attempts, which is the average of attempting a tier 9 horse. But you do not control what you're gonna get, so you might get either Doom Uni or Pegasus, and you might want the Pegasus and you're gonna get a Uni, an example, then you don't control the stats that you're gonna obtain while you're leveling the horse, and then like you need to actually spend coupons, which are very rare on the login rewards or events and whatnot, and they cost money, real life money, to obtain these, or you're gonna wait until you get them, and you need these to obtain all the skills for your tier 9, even a tier 10, and then you're gonna waste your real life time to level that horse, and then the stats are gonna be RNG. So what I'm telling you is 100% go to the horse market and just buy yourself whatever horse you want, because there's literally so many pages of them. So once you, let's say, sell a horse on the market, or let's say you see a Corsair listed on the market, or you see the Pegasus finally listed with, I don't know, female Pegasus, male Pegasus for your tier 10 attempts or something. That's the market notification, so that doom is going to appear in 10 minutes. You can set up by having general alerts and having the horse market work exchange enabled, and then you're going to see a horse pop up, and it's going to appear in the horse market in 10 minutes from the time that it pops up. So just set a timer to 9 minutes and 30 seconds and then spam refresh if you see a Corsair or maybe a Pegasus that you need or some other horse that you need. So another thing that I wanted to help out is fairies. Fairies is very expensive thing to have in this game, and once you have it, you kind of just forget about it. And anyways, the point is, I'm gonna help you out in the best way I can. So once BDO gives you a tier 3 fairy, which is brilliant, and you want the radiant, obviously, because you can get 4 skills, well, technically 5 skills now. There hasn't been a login reward or event since the inventions of fairies. Never they given out the tier 4, and radiant fairy is insanely rare. And most likely from Leda Petals, you're not gonna get a Radiant Fairy. If you did get it, congratulations, it's a very rare achievement. And even then, when you do get it, you're gonna be rolling skills, and it's still gonna be very, very, very RNG to obtain a skill. Then you will need to wait until they give out the Thea's orbs, or you're gonna have to use your credit card to buy them. TLDR of this video, I can link it down below in the description so you can watch it on how I got the perfect fairy by using the credit card and the best way possible to obtain it, and min-maxing and whatnot. You can check out the video. But the point is, I'm just showing you that you can indeed turn your tier 3 fairy by using Sweet Honey Wine or the Pay to Win wine as well. Obviously, there's gonna be an option. You can turn your tier 3 fairy by using chance. Obviously, you don't want to, risk it by putting 100 wine and then 30%ing it. Obviously, you want put into 400 wine, and then you go for the 100% success. So if you're having trouble, I feel bad for you, son. If you're having trouble for not getting a tier 4 fairy, don't worry about it. There is a way to get this. And I like to give a shout out to Garmouth. They are not sponsoring this video in any shape or form, but I wanted to give them a shout out just because they deserve it, because they did a nice job creating a website which is phenomenal. Everything from Zarka or boss spawns, from grind tracker, from gear planner, from artifacts, consumables, crystal planners, the current events, the codes, just an amazing website for you to find out. So what it does, what's a good example? Then you select your gear. Obviously, don't forget to put in journals and crystals and your equipment and add-ons and consumables. And then you can go to hit rate calculator, and then you can see where are you having trouble with accuracy. So then you can put on your skill add-ons, and you can, put in consumables, what kind you're using for the spot. Then it calculates if you have enough or you don't have enough. If you have the artifacts, maybe you need to change the artifacts. And then you go to, let's say if you're struggling on AP instead of accuracy, you go to here, and it tells you have like over 90 AP in Biragi Den, and you should focus on having less AP and more, special attack evasion. That's why I'm wearing Oro's ornamental knot instead of a PEN Black Star, just because I have too much AP in the spots that I normally grind. In Orcs, I could get another 12 additional AP, so I can just swap out accessories, and it's just, that's why I wanted to shout out this website, because it's just It's just a great way to, I don't know, catch up with the news, with the events, with the codes, and they did an awesome job with the layout, and it works, and I don't know, just wanted to give them a shout out that they deserve. Good job, Garment. And I think those are the 10 tips. If I did not give you 10 tips, well, let me give you the last one, which is, don't forget to join me on April 9th on my birthday stream. Is gonna be lit. Fam. And I know what you're saying, why would I join on April 9th? Also, the costume is Oblivion, because every single time I show on my lawn, everybody's like, what is that costume? It's the Winter Oblivion outfit. So the reason why you should join April 9th is because I got full tongue grit set, pen attempt, 10 crescent attempt, double coral Manos belt attempt. Sorry, I don't know why couldn't I read Manos. But Manos white coral belt, the best PvP belt in the game, ignore all resistance, and best life skilling used to be's belt, then Voltara, then a bunch of this ones, 1,000 light stones, a pen of Blackstar Resplendent, double pen Manos, Giranora pen attempts, fine trainer horse attempts, and that's not all. Also, the costume is Winter Mountain Guardian one on the Valk. I think it's on the Halloween outfit number 2. On my birthday, I will be opening all of these Shikata boxes, as well as Venal bundles, which we got an extra one, so now we have a level 11, which is very satisfying to look at. More Shikata boxes, more boxes. Also, yesterday I spent all of my paycheck, and I bought pay-to-win costumes. Now I got 4 mystery outfit boxes, a Riddle Me This outfit box, then I got a Snowy Winter Adventure box. Thank you for watching, hopefully you enjoyed. And hopefully on my birthday, on April 9th, we're gonna be tapping so many good things that you won't believe, and we actually can show something for this. Thank you very much for watching. Enjoy the rest of your day, and see ya next time on stream, next time on Discord, and next time in a YouTube video.